Hello, everybody, and welcome back to day one, game number 4. We have the Fukuoka OHORI Trojans going against the hometown Singapore Anglo-Chinese JC. Both of these teams, it is their first match of the tournament as we look at the breathtakingly beautiful trophy that will be on display the rest of the tournament. Hope you were able to see the beautiful opening ceremony that we had, including a plethora of NBA stars, including the great Yao Ming, the audience pleaser, and also Dwayne Jackson, a Hall of Fame WNBA player, and a couple other NBA players. We'll be talking about that in just a minute. We also have a famous guest star who will be joining the commentary team a little bit, Keisei Tominaga. Those of you who follow the B-League in Japan, you will know exactly what I'm talking about. He plays for the Hokkaido team right now and also played in the B-League. Okay, so looking at the game so far, we started off a long time ago, it seems. Berwick College, a 91-61 winner over UWC Dover. That was 95-61, excuse me. That was followed by Sunaga University High School going against Nono Pakun, a 74-60 win there. That was a girls' game. And then next, the Chinese team, the boys' counterpart, Sunaga University High School, a 78-53 winners over Jubilee Phoenix of Jakarta, Indonesia. So that brings us to game number 4. Now, just review for us in the Rising Stars network as we look at the other games. Anglo-Chinese JC going against Fukudai OHORI. That will be on deck right next to them. That'll be followed by Huachong, another local team, a girls team going against Inhua. So all that to look forward to today in this momentous first day. And we are only day 1, folks. We have 4 more days to go after this. So the players are warming up right now, and just looking at both of these two teams, you know, it looks like for all the world that we might have another mismatch, but you can never tell because Japan on paper looks a much taller team. We were looking at them warming up, a very tiny AC/GC team, but you never know.
Yeah, you never know. I think it's been an interesting day so far. Yeah, you know, it started in the morning. We had that first fixture in the boys competition between Berwick College of Australia from Melbourne and UWC Dover, and that was interesting in the first quarter before you started to see that gulf in class between the two teams as Berwick College just pulled away with the physicality, playing at a better tempo and intensity, a little bit more aggression there coming through in the end. And then you had in the other boys game just before the break that we had Tsinghua against Jubilee School, and that was a little bit more one-sided in the sense that Tsinghua were very comfortable from the first quarter pretty much all the way through. So he's had sort of different styles on display already, but ultimately the favorites have come away with some pretty big wins. And you expect that from Fukudai OHORI coming into this one against Anglo-Chinese Junior College. They've got a lot more in the way of experience, playing at a higher level week in, week out on the domestic front. But it's nice for them to come out here to Singapore as well, and for Anglo-Chinese Junior College, for them to have been dominating in this country here with the titles that they picked up, the championships that they've won at schools level, to now test themselves against a higher quality of opposition and to see exactly where they stand.
Good points, Rashawn. Yeah, and by the way, Japan, a coming power in Asia. Now, we have seen them also in the EASL, where they have basically dominated for 2 years in a row. So who knows, as we look at this tournament, we call it the Rising Stars tournament. Who knows, maybe there will be some future EASL stars, or for that matter, NBA stars as well. Rashawn Rai and myself, Chuck Schreiner, so happy to be with you on this first day. Remember, we've got 4 more days of competition to go, culminating in the finals. That will be on Sunday. Before that, semifinals day on the Saturday. All round robin action for the first 3 days. And all these teams are divided up into 4 divisions, 3 teams in each division. And the top, the cream of the cream, as they say, the top teams in each division will square off in the semifinals. The winners coming out of that will mix it up in the finals, but that is a long way from now. So Just a few words on this breathtaking opening ceremony that we had. Wow, the crowd favorite. I mean, a stunned crowd. Yao Ming comes out on the stage, and you get everybody held their collective breath because for sure he's the best player ever to come out of Asia.
Yeah, absolutely, and a real center of attention. Yeah, everyone is really excited to see him come out. He's just come out and he's taken a seat courtside as well. I mean, again, for these players who are going to be coming out here, you look across and you see Yao Ming sitting there. I mean, that gives you a big lift, I would imagine, and an opportunity to impress not just Yao Ming, but some of the other stars that we've seen come out here to support this tournament. I mean, what a wonderful arena this has been turned into as well. Excellent work getting the job done here for the NBA Rising Stars Invitational. And you know, credit has to go to the organizers of this, everyone who's worked very hard. And now we get to see sort of the cream of the crop, as you mentioned, some very talented young basketball players coming out here and showing us what they're all about.
Absolutely, Sean. So the Rising Stars Invitational, by the way, it's a 3-year contract, so this is just the tip of the iceberg, and we'll be seeing this for the next 2 years. Now we're ready for the presentation.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is the NBA Rising Stars Invitational Boys Division as Anglo-Chinese Junior College takes on Fukuoka University OHORI Senior High School. Introducing first, Anglo-Chinese Junior College. Number 0, Liao NU. Number 2, Tan Gavan Yi Long. Number 3, Simon Robert. Number 4, Dan Ashton. Number 8, Yep Zarek Ihan. Number 9, Kaul Ishan. Number 13, So Jun Si. Number 15, Lim Jordan Wei Xiong. Number 17, Ding Theron. And number 26, Sid Gordon. Let's hear it one more time for the Anglo-Chinese Junior College. Their head coach, Lee Boon-yan. And now, Fukuoka University OHORI Senior High School. Number 4, Ben Katsumata. Number 5, Sakaturo Kurihara. Number 6, Haru Yoshioka. Number 7, Yunu Shinosuke Murakami. Number 8, Manuel Santos. Number 9, Tsubasa Hirota. Number 10, Kotatsu Kaira. Number 12, Fumiya Nakamura. Number 13, Ryo Inoki. Number 16, Hiroshitatsu Kagaya. and number 16, Shirai Yamamoto. Put your hands together for Fukuoka University OHORI Senior High School. And their head coach, Shota Katamine. The officials to this match, Crew Chief Jonathan Gann, Umpire 1, Oh Min Hui, Umpire 2, Neo K. Chong.
So the two teams being introduced, and what an introduction it was. I mean, what an experience, Rashawn, these kids get. Their introductions are almost identical to the way they would be introduced if they were playing in the NBA. So what a treat for them, what a treat for the audience, and what a treat for Singapore that they get to see a standard of basketball and showmanship like we have here with the Rising Stars Invitation.
Yeah, absolutely right. I mean, they're all getting that pro treatment. You know, they've got the photo shoots, they've got the uniforms on, which look absolutely lovely. I'm sure they'll all be appreciative of the fact that they get to come out here in this wonderful arena in front of these great fans. So you have a look at the starting lineups here, Chuck.
Yeah, Liao, Yap, Hao, Xiong, and Sin for ACJC. Kurihara, Murakami, Santos, Hirota, and Inoki. Keep your eyes on Hirota. He comes as advertised, a guard, forward type guy, slasher to the basket. Everybody has been raving about him, but I'm sure there'll be other guys that we'll be able to talk about before this game is dead and gone. And shaking hands at the center of the court now, just getting ready to come on. So I hope you're enjoying this wherever you are in the world. The Rising Stars Invitational, game number 4 coming at you here in Singapore. Chuck Schreiner and Rashawn Ride, so happy that you could join us for your Wednesday afternoon. Hope you stay with us for the remainder of this tournament for the next 4 days as we get ready for tip-off here. Crowd starting to file in. Everybody's getting off work and settling in, and pretty good-looking crowd, and we expect the crowd to even get thicker as the tournament matriculates through the opening rounds. So getting ready to jump it up for the Trojans, number 9. That's Hirota, the guy we were talking about. There's your tip, and we're off. Controlled by Japan. Going out your left to right in the white jerseys. Man-to-man defense to start off with ACJC. Hirota with the ball, barking out instructions, going to the left hand, slashing from the elbow. Got it good. Well, right away, you see what the fuss was about with Hirota, delivering right off the get-go. Going right down the gut of the defense, 1 and out. Hirota with the rebound back on the other side. He thought about it. Back outside again. That again is Hirota. Gets caught up in the middle there, yes. So a quick 4-0 lead. And out of bounds it goes.
Well, ACJC off to a great start, up by 4. St. Cole is with the number 9 there for ACJC, the player to keep an eye on. Really strong for them in those positions. Power forward.
So now Japan has the ball finally. Dribble penetration, shot up, off the mark. Outlet pass, good organization by ACJC on the move right now. Around the ball screen, top of the key. Dribble penetration inside again, good defense to block it off. Here comes the Trojans on the break. Little bounce pass, and off of his chin and out of bounds it goes.
That's coming off Santos in his face. He's another one that we've been told to look out for. Manuel Hajime Santos, the number 8.
So Japan in red, excuse me. ACJC in the white jerseys. Coming at you now. Looking for the little give and go move that time, didn't work. Japan, the Trojans smelling it out very quickly. Oh, beautiful job, splitting the defense, getting down home. Jordan Lim.
Lovely work with the switch there. from limb to sin.
And another turnover back the other way. Little bounce pass inside. Probably pulled up a little bit sooner than he should have. Back the other way. Here comes the Trojans. Oh, nice little give and go. Yep. Through the hoop.
Yeah, finally on the ball. That was Murakami.
There's Yao Ming. Interested bystander. Ball in the hands of Han. Again, looking to split the defense. A long three off the mark. Japan on the run now. Little give and go pass in the open court. Getting the ball up and in. And one.
A nice little drive and dish there.
Yeah.
Zerek to Santos. We'll have a look at this one. Quick break down the other end. Pops it into Santos. And he's off the mark.
So 6'5", JC with their nose in front with the ball right now, coming at you from left to right. Getting caught in the corner there. I don't know if he stepped out of bounds. Good defense by Kuramota. There's Yap. Having a good start for ACJC. Again, you looked at all these players warming up, and it looked like a big size advantage going the way of Japan. Little tip up and in. Wow.
Yeah, good awareness there from Yoshinosuke Murakami. Picking up the early point here. It's a nice recovery, really good recovery from the Trojans.
There's Murakami there. Nice lead pass. A little bit too far off the glass, up and in.
I'm taken aback by the start that we saw from ACJC, but the Trojans are well on their way in this one. Looking nice and warmed up here. Moving quickly down the court.
Looking for somebody to make a cut. Not very good ball movement right now. A little bit stagnant by ACJC after that sizzling start. Turning the corner. Up with the left hand to the right. Yes. Coming in. A little bit of a height advantage there. Taking advantage of it. Off the mark. Out it comes again. Controlled by the Trojans. Bounce pass inside too much. Expecting him to come out for the ball. So miscommunication. Couple of turnovers now early on for the OHORI Trojans.
It was Santos looking to just bounce that in off the wing into Hirota. Call has been really involved for ACJC as expected, looking to work things for them.
Long shot from the corner. Nothing but air. Back the other way we come. Japan a little 5-0 run. Gets the ball. Nice wraparound pass to the corner. It's good for three.
That was excellent. Excellent from Ryo Inoki. Drove into the lane. Bounced it out to Santos, who had all the time in the world to pick his spot from that corner with the three. Wonderful execution from Santos. Not just the danger in the lane, but outside as well with the shooting.
Ball in the hands of Han right now. Trying to split the defense and out of bounds. It's Skittles, and that'll be a turnover. Checking into the game now for ACJC. Number 15 will be Song. Another look at it. A little bit slow to recognize the dribble penetration, then the kick out backside and the easy three from the corner. So 12-8.
They're going to try and create that separation now, the Trojans. It's so important for ACJC. Don't allow them to.
Oh, from behind the block.
Just get away from them.
Jordan Lim being victimized there. So timeout being called by ACJC. They've had the wind taken out of their sails just a little bit. They came out to that quick 6-0 run, but it's been all Trojans since then.
Well, great start. I mean, if you're a head coach, you're saying to your players, get out there and try and set the tempo early on, and they did that. The opening few exchanges of this fixture, and then the Trojans. I mean, you expect them, with the quality that they have, to come up with a response, and they certainly have. And looking nice and warmed up, playing with that tempo and that intensity. They're quick to get down the other end of the court. That's going really well for the Trojans at the moment.
Yeah, a couple of times they've got down the court. The ball hasn't even touched the floor. Just one pass, zipping to the corner, then to the other corner, then the shot. It's obviously a team that's played together for a few years. Another look at it. The little dish to the corner. No time for ACJC to make adjustments on the coverage. So 12-8. And off the timeout. 5-12 to go here in the first quarter. We said before we're going to have a guest commentator coming up. We'll see when, but KC Tominaga will grace us with his presence. Those of you who know college basketball in the United States remember him as a Nebraska Cornhusker. I don't know what that was. 24-second clock violation maybe. 12-8. So Trojans with the ball now in the lead by 4.
Right, just stepping out there, Cole, trying to get in the face of Murakami.
Yes.
It takes the opportunity to drive towards the bucket there. He's been very lively as well for the Trojans.
Yeah, very, very easy going from right hand to left hand. Each one of these guys can play with both hands very easily. Getting caught a little bit is Kaul. He's still got it. Looking for somebody to give it to. Dribble penetration, off-balance shot, the follow no good. Rebound taken by Murakami, and back comes the Trojans. Lost the handle a little bit, and there's a foul, so he's bailed out at the end of the day. Lucky for him, he was in no man's land there, nowhere to go.
Yeah, giving a bit of a way out here. Just have a look at this one. It jumps into him. It's that little bit of hesitation that sort of gives him the opportunity to pick up the contact.
Well, we've seen some blowouts today. Not any games that have been that close. Some of them have started out that way, but by the third or fourth quarter, teams start to cruise away. Nothing good net for the second one. So 15-8 lead. Some substitutions going to come in now for ACJC. And you like the teams that have deep benches, because this tournament will take it out of you playing 3 games in 3 days. Knocked away. Turnover starting to rear their head now. ACJC going to have to start taking care of the ball. Out of bounds it goes.
Well, absolutely right. I mean, it helps that, you've got good players coming in, make those rotations, make those changes, try and build up a big advantage if you can, and gives opportunities to everyone else. And if you're looking to go far in this competition, as you'd expect these teams to be looking to do, then you're almost playing every day. Yeah. It's a big, heavy schedule for them.
Yeah, you've got to have a deep bench, and not just a deep bench, but a deep bench with quality players, so that when they come in, you don't lose much.
Yeah, absolutely right.
So back comes ACJC, getting the ball past the half-court stripe and almost throwing it away again. So that man-to-man pressure starting to bother ACJC a little bit. Nice hands in there by Hirota. And again, the substitutes continue to come and go. Tan checking in now, number 2 for ACJC. It's a healthy man-to-man for the Trojans. Post-up move, can't get it to fall. So 1 and out. Back come the Trojans. Hesitation dribble, knocked away. Good hands on the interior by ACJC. 3-on-2 break. Take it straight to the cup. Got it, and one.
Yeah, he's a powerhouse, isn't he? Already early on in this contest, you can see just what he brings to this ACJC side. It's not just his offensive work, but you see him putting in a shift defensively as well.
That's right.
And Carl is the one who leads the charge all the way. Drops that in.
He had teammates on the left or the right, sort of feinted to the left, drew away a defender, giving him the opportunity to go straight to the hole. Short on that one, stepping in the lane to pick it off is Kagaya. ACJC still in man-to-man defense. Hesitation dribble, taking it all the way to the cup. High off the glass. That was too easy. And at the other end, the same thing. So both these teams letting players get behind them to deleterious effect.
Yeah, good response there. Very quick one from Jordan Lim, number 15 for ACJC.
So Inoki slides down behind the ball screen. Switching to the right hand. Ball in the hands of Inoki. Inoki hesitation dribble, runs it. Can't get it to fall. Out of bounds it goes. Be Singapore's ball. 17-12. ACJC took the quick 6-0 lead. But since then, it's been more back and forth, with the majority of the scoring go in the way of the Trojans. Bounce pass ahead. And again, that was that double team and backcourt violation.
Yeah.
Wow. That's what pressure defense will do to you sometimes.
Yeah, double teaming out there on that side of the court on Jordan Lim, and he couldn't find a way out.
So another turnover. That's 4 right now for ACJC. Do they keep the substitutions coming? Checking in the game will be Theron Ting. 2:37 to go here in a very close first quarter.
Going to call lots of minutes as well.
Oh, nice job laying it off behind the ball screen. He follows the screen to the basket, Kagaya, and he is fouled. Checking into the game, number 9 again is Hirota. He's the one we were talking about, is getting all the ink. Off a mark that time. Santos also, as you were saying a little bit before, Rashawn, comes highly applauded.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, they've got plenty in the way of quality. We've already seen Santos, whether it's in the lane or from the outside the three-point arc, putting those away. And Murakami has been excellent as well,
yes,
as has this number 9 for ACJC. Once again, looking to try and make things happen.
Yeah, a little bit out of control, but nobody boxed him out. Unfortunately, can't make him pay for it. So Seong lets a easy gimme go by the wayside. The coaching staff right now, both these teams a little bit worried. Notably, some opening day jitters, you would expect that. Ball knocked away and saved, nice job. Kurinara giving the ball off to Tyra. Back outside, Tyra. Behind the screen, dribble penetration, kicks it back outside. Wide open look from Threesville, no good. Back from ACJC. Very deliberate on offense is the Singapore team. Oh, nice little hesitation move. Yes. Seong, Jordan Lim Seong, his first bucket of the game.
Well, great work from Carl once again. Just drawing 2 defenders alongside him and then opening up the space for Jordan Lim.
Wide open look, can't get it to fall. Back they come the other way. ACJC with the ball, out to the wing. Camped out, the 3 is no good. Rebound, 1 and out. Back comes number 13 with it, Inoki. Inoki gives it up. Offensive board. Rebounds have been pretty evenly stacked both ways so far. Wide open look. Roca can't knock it down. Outlet pass. He'll wait for teammates. Thought about the 3. Out of bounds it goes. Last touch by the Trojans. So the ACJC ball from the side.
Well, it's excellent seeing these 2 teams go at it. Really going at each other. Makes for a very entertaining first quarter.
Well, just when you thought the Trojans might start to run away or open up the gap a little bit, back comes ACJC with a couple of good stops on defense. Whistle, but we have 5-second violation. So another silly turnover for ACJC will give the ball right back to the Trojans. Name of the game, you've got to minimize your turnovers. don't want to give other teams extra kicks at the can. Noki. Rota. Euro step to the basket and in.
Rota had a couple of obstacles to get around, but no issues for him. At the basket there, and you're absolutely right with turnovers. We saw from UWC Dover, match against Berwick College, far too many turnovers. There's Carl again with the points for ICJC. They're just not going away, Chuck.
Yeah, and making some good moves on the inside. They're scoring a lot of points, not from outside like you would think, but in the paint. This is where they're winning the battle. Long three, going to be off the mark. 1 and out, and that'll do it. The first quarter is over. Very competitive game. 2016 in favor of the Trojans over a very game ACJC. We'll step away, come back for second quarter action after this. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Competitive game here, second quarter of action. ACJC on the short end of the 2016 game right now with the Trojans from Japan. And we are graced to have the company of Casey Tominaga.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I'm excited.
And so glad to see you, and thank you for taking the time out to hang out with us for a little while.
No, thank you for having me, yeah.
Former Nebraska Cornhusker, and also the G League, and now playing for Hokkaido. You've had success at every rung that you've gone to, so how's it feel to be in Singapore?
Oh, I'm very excited. I'm happy to be here. You know, like this is the first, event for the high school team to play against, compete those guys. So I'm very excited. I'm so grateful to be here. Yeah.
We got a good game right here, 20-16, as we were saying. ACJC in white. Of course, your allegiance. I'm sure you are rooting for the guys in orange here.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
All the way to the cup. Little double pump fake up and in by Hirota. His 6th point of the game. So is your season going on presently? I guess you're also involved with the EASL, or are you not?
You mean like this year?
No, the B League. Are you in the middle of the season right now?
No, they just finished the season already, okay. So I'm ready for the next season. Yeah.
So you're training in the off season already, I would bet.
Yeah, I'm training for the national team right now. So yeah, we have an Asia Cup coming.
Right. I forgot to mention that you're also part of the national team. And how's the training going for that?
They actually just start practicing like a couple days ago, like a couple weeks ago, I would say. So I haven't had a chance to practice with the team yet because I'm here obviously. So yeah, after I get back, I'll be joining the team.
Well, I'm sure you've already had a chance to talk to your Trojans, the boys, and how did they react to you being here? I mean, you got to be one of their idols, and how did they? Did you get a chance to talk to them yet?
No, yet. I actually just got here this morning, so yeah, I haven't had a chance to talk to them yet. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm kind of interested in your career and trajectory. You played in high school, you played college level, you made the step up. And what kind of advice would you have for some of these young players who would be looking at a career in the game?
Yeah, definitely like try their best for sure. Like every day, like you're trying to step up something. You're trying to develop something. That's what I was always thinking when I was playing college. Like my first year, I was kind of struggling. All the plays. So I was focusing on to get better those type of areas. So. That's gonna always give every player a chance to play in the big stage.
And what was it like, sort of balancing that school and then still having that ambition of a career in basketball?
So say again, I'm sorry.
What was it like, sort of having having to balance that career in basketball, but also having to deal with things like school?
Yeah, it's definitely hard. Like you gotta, you obviously have to do the, all the school stuff. Study, homework. All the stuff. So, but I always loved basketball, at the first. So, I don't know. I just love to play basketball. So I was, not having a hard time to, think about basketball. So,
follow up by Hirota.
Okay, so one more question for you before we let you go. What do you think the benefits of a tournament like this are?
It's definitely a great experience for all the guys in the tournament. Like when I was in high school, there was no tournament like that. Like only time that I was able to like compete against the Asia team was the under 16 national team, like something like that. So to be able to play with the same high school teammate, like to this type of tournament, it's definitely a good experience for them. Yeah.
We're certainly happy that you took the time out of your day to come and watch us, and I know you're going to be rooting for the Japanese teams, and why not? And I used to watch you on TV, by the way, when you were a Cornhusker back in the day. Not too long ago, a couple of years ago, and you were a marvelous player, All-American. What can you say? Then you turn around and translate that success overseas, and you also played in the G League as well. So best of luck to you as you continue your career. You're still a very young man, so plenty of time to make a mark in this game.
Yeah, thanks so much. Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks a lot for joining us.
Thanks for having me. Yeah.
Casey Tominaga, Japanese national team, plays for Hokkaido, and as we said, has had success at every rung that he has been at. Also, Nebraska Cornhusker in the United States, Division I basketball. Played in the G League as well. Even had a cup of coffee with the Indiana Pacers, so not too shabby. 24 years old and a lot of basketball life ahead of him. We hope some of you youngsters been watching can emulate him with the hard work that it takes and the determination to become a success. Meanwhile, back to the game. Still very close, 24-18 now.
Hey Chuck, that was great, wasn't it, to get some insight from Casey? I mean, it was really nice of him to drop by the commentary position and share some insight, bits of advice for these young players, these rising stars. It was really great to hear from him.
Beautiful little pass there, and then the finish by Santos.
Well, back onto the action. You can focus now on court here.
And we have a good game. 26-18, 8-point lead now for the guys from Japan. Oh, nice little crossover dribble, but unfortunately the execution on the shot not as much. Little skip pass underneath on the reverse, knocked away. Ball in the hands of number 15 now, Ayaga. In the trees, still can't get it to go. Another offensive board. Kick pass outside, long three, off the mark. Another offensive board, that's three now, just one possession. They'll be content to set it up again on their half-court set. That was Tyler with another offensive board, knocked away. Back comes Kaul. Quietly having himself a nice day.
He's been excellent there, Shankar. Just glides from coast to coast, puts that away. They're in trouble here, ACJC, though, defensively.
On the break, though, they allow a player to get behind him, so the finish there, back up to an 8-point bulge. Yeah, Cole's definitely been impressive this first half. Very low-scoring game, by the way. 4:54 to go in the second quarter. So wholesale substitutions again now for the Trojans. Hirota checking back into the game. Also number 13, Inoki coming in.
Yeah, Kaul with his hands on his knees there. I mean, you can completely understand why, because he's not been given much of a breather. He's so important to this ACJC side as they get that back in bound.
Dump pass, turn and shot. Oh, good, textbook. Getting the pass, making a nice little pivot and turn without putting the ball on the floor. 28-22. In the lane, one hand. Oh, beautiful. Santos starting to dice up the interior defense of ACJC. About the third time that he's done that. There's a whistle. We're going to have a timeout by the Trojans. Very competitive game, 30-22. Seems a lot closer than that. But a couple of players on both sides starting to shine, Rashawn.
Yeah, we're seeing that. Well, what we're seeing as well is there's Kaul with that steal, and this has happened on several occasions already in this matchup, where he goes coast to coast, one end to the other, working hard defensively, but also picking up the points down the other end. He thought about the longer pass to launch it forward, but he said, you know what, I'm going to go on my own, as I did earlier. And he makes no mistake with that. Excellent work from Eshan Kaul. And he's really, to me, keeping ACJC in this contest. 10 points from him.
He certainly is, and he was unheralded when we came into this tournament. Nobody was talking about Cahul. Right now, he's one of the more impressive players that we've seen early on in this tournament. Now, on the other side of the ball, a couple of these guys, Santos, of course, he comes as advertised. Also, Hirota's done some good work, especially on the offensive boards. But very impressive team effort by the team from Japan so far, controlling the offensive boards. That's what they've been doing from the get-go. They've minimized their turnovers, and if there's one thing that we can point to, the reason why the score is by 8 right now in favor of Japan is the turnovers, and they're gonna have to clean that up, and I'm sure that's a talking point that they'll get to when they go in the locker room at the end of the first half. So here we go. See if ACJC can cut the deficit. Love to get it to within 2 or 3 before halftime. Give them themselves some momentum, but they're not going to do it like that. Throwing the ball away. Try it again. Great anticipation by number 10 there, Tara. Full court pressure being employed now. Cahul breaks that pressure very easily. Fearless, going straight through to the defender.
Now they're finding ways through. There's a nice creative element to the play here from ACJC, beating that full court press quite comfortably on a number of occasions, picking the way out, the right sort of passes, in good positions. And then, of course, when you've got a player like Cahul in there, he's got that ability to take defenders on, drive through, and create something. Causes a problem for the Trojans.
Yeah, great ball control, very strong upper body. You see him dig through 2 defenders there. Long 3 is going to be off the mark. Right at the stroke of midnight on the 24-second clock. Out of bounds it goes. Possession will stay in favor of ACJC.
Yeah, Cahul down again. Gonna pick up the offensive rebound.
Well, he's going to need some help from his teammates on the offensive end, that's for sure.
Picking up lots of minutes as well. We spoke a lot about rotation, and the danger here for ACJC is that they won't be willing. They won't want to take Cahul off. Yeah. They want to keep him on for as long as possible.
An inexcusable turnover right there. They didn't know how many seconds were left in the 24-second clock. Actually, it was 14. They just let it run down. Nobody said anything, so Lim is left holding the ball. So another unsightly turnover for ACJC. As we said before, they've got to cut down on these. That if you want to point to one reason why Japan is running away with this game, so to speak, in other words, they've got an 8-point lead, it's because of the turnovers. You don't have to look any further than that. Off the dribble. Long 3. If it goes, it's done. So 33-22, an 11-point bulge now. Ball in the hands of number 8, Han. And again, another turnover. My, oh my. Kurihara gives it up. Back out top. Long 3. Off the mark. Oh. Great hustle effort. Everybody appreciates that. Diving into the stands for a ball even.
It was Tyra, the number 10, who's not giving up on that. Regaining possession.
So Inoki will inbound it. And you know what it does to your players when they see you sacrificing yourself like that. The motivation, the determination, it rubs off on everybody else on the team.
Yeah, most certainly he does. This Tyra again looking to get involved.
Good ball rotation, getting it inside again. Ball in the hands of Yamamoto. Yamamoto, finger roll to the basket, can't get it to fall. Back comes ACJC. They need to convert here. Han with the ball on that right side, being hassled. Ooh, referees letting them play.
That's out of bounds.
Yeah, another turnover. You cannot do that. So So great pressure by the Trojans on ACJC, and they continue to cough it up. That's 4 turnovers in the last 5 possessions.
Well, that's been a problem for a number of these teams in the boys competition today. We've seen, Chuck, just far too many turnovers, and coming up against, you know, strong sides, as you said earlier, you know, you don't want to be giving too many of these opportunities away. Great balance, nice rebound there from Tyra as well.
Walk with the ball. We've seen a lot of traveling calls go by the wayside, but that one picked up by the referee. So it will be ACJC ball with 2:22 to go here in the second quarter. See, they're having to work just to get the ball past half court. That's an adventurous shot right there, way off the mark. Ill-advised, especially when you're down by 8. You want to take higher percentage shots. Stop and shoot there for 3. 36-22, 14-point lead now. Full court pressure.
Yeah, clean 3 there from Murakami, but the work done by Tyra around the back and then dishing it out to Murakami for the 3.
Wide open look, dumps it in. Oh, nice little spin move that time. Can't get it to fall though. So 1 and out once more. Here they come again. A foul. That last shot, by the way, was by number 13, Sojun Si. Nice little spin move. Just everything was right except for the execution. Again, more substitutions.
And we're not seeing Ishan Karl get a break at all.
No.
He's going all the way here. We've seen rotations from both these sides. Everyone else has been out onto the bench. The number 9 for ACJC is still out there.
And he's drawing the toughest defensive assignment as well. So he's having to prove it at both ends of the court. Almost thrown away. Wide open look for 3 again. Nothing but air. Out of bounds it goes. I think it'll stay with the Trojans. So the Fukudai OHORI Trojans making a statement here in the first half. 14-point lead. Behind the ball screen. Gonna be short. 1:12 to go. I don't know why that horn went off. Back into the hands of Yu. He's playing the point guard position now. Now he slithers down to the low post. He's got the ball. Post up move. And travel. Second traveling call.
Well, a simple turnover.
Yeah, that was number 9, Cowell, actually. He was a culprit.
Gets in the way of that. Well read by Karl. Wonderful anticipation, and he goes on another drive before that release.
Nice on the reverse. Great vision by Cowell to find Yu underneath the board. Yu doing the rest of it on the reverse. Much needed basket right there. Cuts the deficit to 12 with under 40 to play here. Around one screen. Kicks it back outside. Wide open look. Catch and shoot. No good. Offensive board again. Right to the hands of Katsumota. Back outside. Another 3. Hey, ACJC just not getting back on the shooters at all. They're lucky that they're missing a lot of these shots. They're giving up offensive rebound one after another, but the Trojans just not knocking down the threes. From the elbow that time for 2, no good. And again an offensive rebound, and that'll do it. Wow. Well, the Trojans had the ball for the last minute down on their own basket, could not convert. So ACJC can consider themselves lucky to get out of the halftime, only trailing by 12, 36-24. Some good stuff by both these teams, but at the end of the day, 12-point deficit. So we'll step away for halftime. We'll see you in a little bit after this.
So far as we have a look at some of the numbers here, you have a look at the turnovers there. 13 turnovers for ACJC and 9 for Fukudai OHORI. Just a 4 more for ACJC, but I'd probably argue they're a bit too much from both those sides.
Yeah, and then you look at the rebounds, 30-20. A lot of those are offensive rebounds in favor of Fukuoka University OHORI. So, and 3-point shooting, wow, 0. Absolutely 0 for ACJC. So 18% is nothing that great either, but compared to 0, it is.
Yeah, it is. You can see just where the numbers lie and what it means for this matchup. And it's no real surprise to see the Fukudai Ohori Trojans with the lead that they've got coming into this third quarter. But that's the man of the moment for ACJC in your picture there, Sean Cowell.
Yeah. You know, if I'm the coaching staff of ACJC, I'm saying, look, as bad as we've played, we're only down by 8 points. Or, check that, 12 points. So there's everything to play for, but we've got to get other guys involved, and we've got to cut down on the turnovers. And get more rebounds, too. And shoot better. So basically just play better in every facet of the game. We've got a shot. So here we go.
Oh, straight away, turned over.
Murakami right there, picking it up after it was kicked.
Mentioning all the points that the pointers there for the head coach. Imagine going into the locker room with the break, guys. Just play better.
Yeah, play better in every facet of the game. There's a double team on the ball. Look at the trap. Almost a 5-point, another takeaway, as one might expect. So the game just going entirely too fast for ACJC at the moment. The Trojans forcing the ball. Look at beautiful, crisp passing. Easy three from the other side.
Wow, that was excellent. Sideline to sideline there. From Murakami all the way out to the number 5, Kurihara.
The opening minutes of the third quarter notorious to establish momentum for either team. The Trojans trying to shut the door on ACJC right away. Rahul, long three, in and out. Rebound taken there by number 13, Inoki. Gives it up. Arata rolling to the basket. Another turnover. Murakami again. Oh, throwing that one away well off the foot of ACJC, I think.
That's a couple of quick early turnovers there from Liao En-yu.
Yeah.
He's not having a great start to this third quarter, but he's been bailed out a couple of times already by Kaul. Just a little bit of a bump. Balancing Murakami.
Yeah, as you mentioned, the Japanese guys have turned the ball over a lot too, 9 times. A long three, going to be off the mark, but the follow. Offensive boards again. Getting position, boxing out. Turning away the defenders. Very solid fundamentally, this Trojan team. Powell again thought about it. And again, throwing the screen, rolling off of the screen, looking for the return pass, didn't get it. Over on the other corner. Gotta watch the 24-second clock. Backup jumper is no good, right at the stroke at midnight. So taking the full complement of 24 seconds to get a poor shot off. Meanwhile, at the other end, look at that. Very easy. So ACJC forced into a timeout, and they have come out on fire. In fact, ACJC yet to score.
Strong defensive play from the Trojans here. You just saw it with that passage there, with that phase. Just close down the angles, close down the passing lanes, and then there was a bit of desperation at the end from Gordon Sin with the fadeaway, looking to try and drop that in at the end of the shot clock. And then they go down the other end, the Trojans here, nice and comfortable. So not quite working out for ACJC, either in defense or in offense. They're really struggling at the moment. And it's the Fukudai Ohori Trojans, as we've seen in a few of the boys matches already, as the game goes on, starting to really pull away, create that separation, show their class, and really show that gulf in quality between the two teams. We've seen strong starts, I would say, from the underdogs today, Chuck, but it's all about having that staying power, that strength to go all the way through, and we haven't quite seen that.
Whatever you want to call it, but an 11-0 run to start the third quarter in only 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So all predicated on that suffocating defense that the Trojans provided, causing 4 quick turnovers, turning those into easy buckets, demoralizing ACJC right off the bat, and speeding up the game. You know, that's what they always say. When you get behind, if you don't have a lot of experience, the game seems so fast.
Yeah.
And it's the team that can slow down the game, stick to their game plan, play solid defense, be in the right positions. Those are the ones that are going to come out on top. And right now, very obviously, it's not the team from Singapore. So under 8 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Again, dribbling into a corner. There he gets out of it. Little show and go move. Can't get it to fall. 1 and out again. Back come the Trojans. Ball in the hands of Tiara. Gets it underneath. Very quickly getting it down the court. Couldn't get the shot off. ACJC opportunity now. Lim looking.
I'll have a look look at who it is again. Cowell, again, going coast to coast. He was there defensively, helping out. And he denied Tyra, got down the other end, dropped in another double.
Acted as a trailer. Offensive board again. Underneath, kick back outside, wide open. Look, you've got to take it. The opportunity is there. You're wide open. You've got to take that shot. Now the problem with the Trojans is they're only shooting 18%. And look at, they're wide open looks, and they're still not able to knock them down. There you go.
Triple from the corner.
So 26-point lead now. And look, ACJC just out of sorts at the moment. The trap being set up. Cowell easily breaks that, goes right to the basket. Can't get it to fall. Lead pass coming out in the open court. Up and in. Nice job, good recognition. Santos with the finish. Home crowd definitely silent right now, and there's another turnover. My goodness. Here we go, just ramming it straight at him, going straight to the bucket. Easy two again. Off the assist, that was a great recognition pass there by Santos. Hit the man in the open court, Inoki for an easy two.
You got a situation here in this third quarter. In the third and fourth quarters, if you've got a team leading by 25 points or more, the clock will just continue to run in dead ball situations.
Turn and shoot. There's the two. First bucket of the second half for ACJC.
Yeah, 16-2.
Yeah. Off the dribble, kick back outside, and Inoki to the corner again. Another three.
Excellent from the corner there from Kurihara. He's really found his range in those positions, and they've been very patient, Chuck, in those moments.
Like a nightmare, they say, you just don't wake up. In the corner. And again, the important thing is don't panic. Cahul certainly not panicking.
Brilliant from Cahul.
You know, he might be the best player on the court.
Yeah. I mean, you look at some of the teams and some of the players that we've had just today in this tournament, and he wouldn't look out of place at all in any of them.
He just doesn't have any help.
Yeah.
Long three, if it goes, no. They'll let that skittle out of bounds. So the ACJC ball. So again, with this huge lead, Japanese coaching staff wisely pulling people out, putting subs in, giving everybody a little taste of the tournament. You never know when you will need them. Come all this way, not to sit on the bench, but to get some playing time if you possibly can. Perfect opportunity when you're down by 25, another steal. Inoki is everywhere.
And a double team there, Katsumata. And Inoki just applying that pressure on Jordan Lim.
So also the fouls, you know, you can sort of count on the fouls to start mounting up too for ACJC as they get more and more frustrated with what's happening to them. Look at the crispness of the ball, passing, and you know, everybody knowing where everybody is on the court.
Cahul there with the block.
Thought he was going to go downhill there for a moment. Cowell lurking at the top of the key. Getting the ball. Oh boy. Yeah, double team that time, throwing the ball away. Trying to get the ball over the corner to Hahn. So 3:21, 3:19 and counting. Nice little move. Taken away by who else? Cowell, let's see. He's going downhill but tries to get the ball over to the corner. He's trying to get his teammates involved.
Yeah.
Knocked away, and that's a foul. That ought to send him to the line.
Well, it sounded like a broken record here, but it's Cahul again, defensively. With those defensive actions, he's picking up some great numbers. Both sides of the court.
Well, you know, when the Trojan players start to coalesce around him,
Yeah.
there has to be people open. The thing is, he gives the ball to them, but they don't do anything with it.
He's having to do so much, Carl, in this match. While he's driving, he's directing traffic as well, saying, you've got to be in that position so I can give it out to you and dish it out to you. And, you know, it's just tough for him. But what an opportunity for that young man to really make a name for himself here.
And you look on the other side of the ledger, you've got Kurihara with 14 points. You've got, you know, 2 or 3 guys in double figures. Murakami with 12. Santos with 16. We're just having a field day. Long 3, and that goes as well. And you can sort of see the heads starting to bow a little bit with JC. And still the full court pressure, another turnover underneath the kick. Murakami in the corner, wide open look. Great play, just the execution wasn't there. Back in the open court. See, he hesitated once he got the ball. He looked up instead of going straight to the hoop like he was supposed to do. He looked at the player guarding him, and that just threw him off kilter, so that caused a turnover.
Yeah, Carl with the steal off Hirota, and then he drives forward. He tries to get his teammates involved here. There's the number 6, Gordon Sin, just running into trouble. Into a brick wall. Oh, good turn there from Tyra. Spins away, out for that 3.
Thought that was in. Rebound by Yu. Back comes JC, and oh boy, getting himself in trouble immediately. Long 3 is going to be off the mark. Stepping in, good box out there by the Trojans to get the ball after a 1 and out. Murakami gives it up. Long 3 again, off the mark. If you're going to address one weakness, I guess, in the Trojans game is their 3-point shooting.
We had a look at the numbers earlier, didn't we?
A lot to be desired, yeah. Now they've knocked down 2 or 3 this half, so I think they're shooting a little bit better, but they certainly had their opportunities. A good 3-point shooting team, this game would be out of sight by now. Well, 27 points.
Good to say they're pretty close to being out of sight here. The Trojans well in control. Oh, quick pass that.
That's more like it. Yi Long, David Yi Long. Another 3 wide open. Switch. I mean, you know, that's the only thing I can see that can stand in the way of the Trojans winning this game now. I mean, they're up by, you know, nearly 30 points with the complacency.
Yeah, it will be complacency, but even then, it's got to be some serious complacency to throw away such a big lead. That's where they really pulled away in the second and third quarter here.
Okay, 32 to 60. We'll be right back after these messages. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 60 to 32 is your score. ACJC in that third quarter only scored 8 points. So they've got their work cut out for them if they're going to get back into this game. The Trojans from Fukuoka have put on a clinic as far as team play goes. Great job off the quick first step. Follow right there. Up and in. So everybody getting into the action of Yamamoto. ACJC. Wide open look. They're giving him that shot.
Easily picked up by Santos. Gets the stack going once again for the Trojans.
Just very fast, quick, crisp passing. I'll say that and then they throw it away. Murakami gets it back. Oh, long 3. That was adventurous. Count it.
Yeah, delightful from Murakami right at the top. Great line at that with that triple. Carl looking to dictate the play again.
Yeah.
As he's done, goes on a drive.
Yeah. Little leaner inside is off the mark. Ball in the hands of Kuwahara. He gives it up on that right side. They switch sides so easily. Long 3 again. They're taking what the defense gives them.
3 in a row, school titles for ACJC, but you can see the difference in the level here. It's something we spoke about earlier as well, getting that experience to come up against a team from an established basketball nation.
I mean, that's the thing. You know, it's a tournament, and you're going to take your lumps, and you know that's all part of growth. Another 3. But still, it can be very demoralizing. You know, taking your lumps like this in a tournament that is an international tournament played in front of a lot of people, it's not a good feeling. But it's a growth experience for sure.
Yeah, it certainly is. But you look at someone like Kaul, for example, and hey, he's, I mean, taking the opportunity to really shine.
It's how you finish the game that matters a lot. So, you know, if you're ACJC, you want to get out on defense if you can, but tough to do. 71 to 32.
They were listening in onto the commentary about the percentages with the triples, and they responded very nicely.
I shouldn't have said anything. Not like they need help, right? Oh, nice little pass inside. A little bit of hesitation, stays with it. Nice job. Good job there by Seong. Jordan Lin. Off the dribble. Euro step to the basket. Foul on the way in. That'll stop the clock at 7:08. Actually, it won't stop the clock at all. I think you mentioned the rule that the teams 25 points or more, it is a running clock, so that's why you see the clock still rolling along. Well, it's a tough division, no doubt about that. If you're in with these guys, remember each division with 3 teams. There are 4 divisions, and the top point getter in each division will matriculate onto the semifinals, and the winner of that obviously into the finals, and that will be on Sunday. You don't want to miss that.
Well, I think winning your first match puts you in a great position to go on and go through. And to be fair, we've had the favorites in all the divisions, in all the groups that we've been talking about. They've won their matches, so it's been pretty comfortable for them so far.
It'll get interesting as we go on, I'm sure, tomorrow and the next day. Another takeaway. Inoki, he's been all over the place, as we've said. Back outside, good ball rotation, looking for the screen, skews it. Over into the left-hand corner, can't make that one go. Trojans getting more used to these rims. Nice little show and go that time. Lin. Oh, great pass by Lin inside. Yes. Finally, we're seeing some nice work by ACJC.
After 16 now, Kaul. And they're coming across with the touch, looking for that interception. A nice teamwork from ACJC.
Yeah, I like that last possession. They finally resigned themselves. Okay, look, you know, we're getting pounded here, so let's start from right now. Let's win the last 5 minutes. You know, that's what coaches will always say. You chunk the game up. You don't look at the top of Mount Everest when you look at it. You look at the first level, then the second level. You play a good game the last 5 minutes and hope to build momentum into the next game. The turn and shoot is off the mark. Offensive board, no. Will go the way of ACJC, so more substitutes coming in for Japan, Big Kagaya. And check it in for ACJC, number 3, that'll be Simoan. Haven't seen him yet. Wide open 3 off the mark. 1 and out.
That's called just drawing that defense in towards him. And play back into Zarek Yap.
The guy is straight downhill, can't make it go. ACJC coming back. 4:05 to go. A little bit of bounce in their step now. Taking the contact. Good hustle. Inoki distributes out wide right. Cleaning up the offensive board, up and in.
Yamamoto with the rebound bit.
Everybody joining the party now. You know, at first glance you go, well, they're running up the score. No, they're not. Everybody they put in, they're trying to get their minutes. They want to impress just like everybody else. Everybody's fighting for minutes.
They're pretty much all scored.
Yes.
On the Trojan side.
Yeah, I think everybody, well, there's 1 or 2 guys I think have not. Inoki, strangely enough, he's been the playmaker, but he hasn't scored. Nakamura yet to score either. So everybody else added their figures to the ledger. Approaching the 3-minute mark. Nice patient shot, yes. And there's your reward for playing good, solid team basketball. You said try to win the last 5 minutes, and so far ACJC is just about there. They can hold on. Inoki, oh, nice pass. Can't convert. Lim, backup jumper, in and out.
Yeah, a little bit frustrating that one from Lim.
Yeah, and never followed his shot up either.
Yeah. As Inoki thought he might get himself on the board there with a couple.
Yeah, but you know, I bet you he's got 10 assists. No points, but 10 assists. Approaching the 2-minute mark. Game a foregone conclusion. Team from Fukudai, OHORI Trojans, having their way. Except for the first couple of minutes, and you know, remember a long time ago, ACJC jumped out to that 6-0 lead.
Yeah, right at the start.
Yeah.
Well, we thought, I think right at the beginning, we might be getting something interesting here, but it was just a matter of time. The Trojans, once they started to get on that run of scoring points, there was just no stopping them. They've been dominant all throughout this contest, and especially in the second and the third quarters. Well, of course, this one as well, but you know, after a bit of that slow start, in a sense, they've blown ACJC away.
Well, it can be tough for a traveling team. You're in a strange gym, eating strange food, not strange food, but food you're not used to. Singapore
just
has,
out of your routine.
Singapore has fantastic food, so you can't fault the food. But yeah, you're not in your routine, you're not sleeping in your same bed, and all these things can add up, and they're kids on top of that.
Yeah.
So, oh boy, another ball thrown away. Murakami comes up with it, hustles after it. Strangely enough, no white jerseys in pursuit. So under a minute to go.
Yeah, you gotta love the attitude here on display from the Trojans. You know, there's no let up. It's so easy in these situations, Chuck, if you're the better side, to just start to slow down and start to just wind things down here. But, you know, they've kept going.
Yeah, and when you do that, you fall into the Lim with a bucket there. So, yeah, I'm sure the coaching staff is saying, look, I don't care what the score is. You know, we want you to keep the intensity. We're going to be playing other teams. We don't know about their quality, so pretend like it's the beginning of the game. That's what they're doing. So 50-point, 30-point bulge, 40-point bulge. I'll get it right one of these days. 81-41. And that ought to do it after these free throws. So a comprehensive beatdown on the ACJC team, a very game team at the beginning, but at the end of the day, Fukudai OHORI Trojans take it away, 82-41.
Well, so I had to take that one quickly, sorry Chuck, just to bring the buzzer from that free throw.
Yeah. So we've seen 2 or 3 teams today, well, all the winning teams at least, really take care of business in a very demonstrative way.
Yeah.
So I'm sure we'll see other teams tomorrow, and really, this Japanese team I thought looked as good as the other teams that we've seen, but
we've seen the results I think we've expected from the favorite. So Berwick with a really strong